Hello, everybody. We're going to do some sun salutations today with a few different things thrown in there. Sun salutations, of course, Surya Namaskar, are the basis of a lot of different yoga practices. You can slow them down and really hold poses, or you can speed them up for more cardio or all the flow classes and stuff like that. So all you need for this is your mat and your body. And coming to the top of your mat, finding your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Let's take a moment here. Feel yourself rooting down to those 3 points of your feet, the pads of your feet and your heel. Your toe mounts can be together and your heels slightly apart, or your feet can be up to hip distance apart. Spread your toes nice and wide. See if you can see the color of your mat between them. Pick up your toes and then just lay them back down again. Imagine that your knees are nice and soft. Your tail is tucking just a little here to find length in your spine and to protect the lower back. Opening the hips. Sides and waist are long and tall. Your core is engaged, but you're not holding your breath. Inhale the shoulders up. Exhale down into the back and leave them there. Imagine you're carrying 2 heavy suitcases of joy or whatever's in your suitcases today. And then find the balance where your head feels as if a string's pulling you all the way up through the ceiling and the sky into the universe, while you're still rooting down to the earth through your feet. Bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, look up, arch back a little if you wish. As you exhale, hinge at the hips, bring your belly towards your thighs. You can bend your knees if you need to for your hanging forward fold. Left foot comes back into a lunge. Right foot comes to meet in your plank position. Slowly lower down. Cobra with your toes to the mat. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. If you're especially just getting going here, start to walk your dog a little bit. Feeling that in your knees, your feet, bend both knees, push here. Open those armpits, and then bring your heels towards the floor. Roll forward, or however you need to get there. Left foot forward into a lunge. Right foot comes to meet, be in your hanging forward fold. Push into the floor, look up, and hands to your heart. And just keep breathing. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. And breathe at your own rate now, right foot back. You can add some breaths if you've been practicing a while, but left foot comes to meet. Just focus on breathing. Usually, exhale down. I inhale away from the earth, cobra, and exhale towards the earth. But I always say as long as you're breathing, just keep that nice breath going. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Roll forward, right foot comes forward between the hips into your lunge. Left foot comes to meet, hanging forward fold. You can also grab elbow to elbow here, but really work on trying to get your belly towards your thighs, your head moving towards your feet, and your hips coming up. Just reaching towards the sky with your hips. Push into the floor, look up, and hands to your heart. Reach up, arch back if you wish. Hinge at the hips, not hinge. Left foot comes back. Right foot comes to meet. This time, see about bringing your knees to the floor, your forehead, then your chin, then your chest. So you keep your belly up and roll into your cobra. Remember to keep your shoulders away from your ears here. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Rolling forward, left foot forward between your hands. Lunge. Right foot comes to meet, hanging forward fold. Push into the floor, look all the way up. Arch back a little if you wish. And then hands to your heart. Pause for a breath. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot back this time. Left foot comes to meet. Knees to the floor, forehead, chin, cobra. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. From here, bring your left foot up into the air, stack your hips, look into your armpit if you can. Sweep that leg forward between your hands, coming into a pigeon. Before you sink down into your pigeon, kind of walk off to each side. Go up and down, play around a little bit. Sometimes we need to settle into a different place than straight. But wherever you wish to, see about crawling down, relaxing your spine. You can come all the way to the floor and breathe. Coming back up onto your hands, curl the back toe under and come back to downward dog. Lift the right leg up this time, stack your hips, look into the armpit if it's comfortable. Sweeping that leg through for your pigeon on the right side. And again, play here. See what feels good for you today. Both sides of our bodies tend to be, I know mine is for sure, a lot different than the other. And then settle in for 3 nice breaths here. Crawling back up onto your hands. Remember to keep your hands spread wide as well. Pushing into all parts of your hands, especially that little mound between the pointer finger and the heel. Sometimes we roll up on it. Check in and make sure that that's still pushing into the ground. Roll forward, right foot forward between the hands into your lunge. And left foot comes to meet, hanging forward fold. Pushing into those feet, look up, arch back. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale, and then just keep on breathing. This time from here, look up a little bit, wag your tail, arch your back, and then hang back down. Left foot comes back. Align your back toe forward and your heel back a little bit. Knee is right over the ankle, and come up into your warrior 2 pose. Strong warriors, looking over that front arm. Breathe. Let your forearm rest, just rest, not lean onto your thigh, and reach up overhead for extended side angle pose. If you want to go further here, you can have a block there or work your way down to the floor, but really listen to your body and keep the intention of the pose rather than going further. Push into the feet, back to warrior 2. Straighten the front leg, but don't lock the knee. Bring the whole body forward, Rotate around, look up at your hand if you're comfortable and balanced. You can also look at the floor if not. Triangle pose. Bring that left arm down, bend the knee, back to a lunge. Right foot comes to meet the left, plank position. Knees to the floor, forehead, chin, belly, roll up into your cobra. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Rolling forward, left foot forward this time. Align the toes of the back foot, forward heel back, knee over the ankle, coming into your warrior two. Strong warriors. Allow your forearm to rest gently and come into your extended side angle pose. Pushing into the floor, straighten the front knee, bring your whole body forward, rotate around. Look up at the hand for triangle pose or at the floor if your balance is an issue. Bring that right hand down, bend the knee, back to your lunge. Right foot comes to meet the left, hanging forward fold. Push into your hands and hands to your heart. Pause for a breath here. Inhale. Exhale, keep breathing. Crawl up a little, arch back, wag your tail, and then release back down. Left foot comes back. Align the toes forward and the heel back. Bring your knee over your ankle again, and if you need to, you can bring your back leg out a little bit. Take your hands to your hips and shoot that right hip back and left hip forward so your hips are squared. It's hip to be square. Interlace your fingers at your back and pull them down towards the ground, away from your body. Arch your back up towards the sky. Your neck is an extension of your spine. And add the arms there for warrior one. Bring the arms back down, straighten that front knee, and bring your belly down towards your thighs. You can also start to take your heel back so your toes are both pointing forward, but your right hip should still be coming back and your left hip forward as if you are squaring those hips in your pyramid. Bend the front knee again and slide back into your lunge. Right foot comes to meet the left, plank position. Knees to the floor, forehead, chin, chest, roll into your cobra. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Roll forward, left foot comes forward. And align your toe forward, heel back, knee is over the ankle, hands to your hips, and arrange yourself so you can have that left hip coming back and the right hip coming forward this time. Take your hands to your back, interlace, draw back, and when you're ready, add those arms. Warrior one, squaring the hips, bending the knee, and breathe. Bring the hands down, straighten that front knee, and see about aligning the toe a little more forward at the back. Hips are still squared, coming into your pyramid pose. Keep the knees soft, so even if you really need to bend that front knee, listen to your body. Bend the front knee a lot. Come back to your lunge and bring your right foot forward. Back to your hanging forward fold. Pushing into the floor. Look up. Hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Right foot back. Align the toes forward and the heel back. Come briefly back to your warrior two. And then let your arm come to your right arm down, palm face up, and slide forward. A little bit, bending your knee. Make sure your knee's over your ankle for your exalted warrior. Coming back up. Come back to a lunge. Left foot comes to meet the right, plank position. Knees to the floor, forehead, chin, cobra. Curl the toes under, downward facing dog. Roll forward, right foot comes forward. Align your toes, come briefly back to your warrior two. Let that back arm slide down, palm face up, and arch back a little, push your knee forward, exalted warrior. Pushing into the feet, come all the way back to your lunge. Left foot comes to meet the right, and then really step your feet all the way out to hip distance. Make sure those toes are spread. Bend your knees a lot, and as you're rolling to standing, bring your arms up by your ears and sink back into a chair pose. Imagine you're sitting down in a chair while you're reaching up by your ears. Shoulders are down into the back. Bring your arms down and come back to a standing. Inhale up. Interlace your fingers, reach your arms to the right and send your hips to the left, looking into your armpit if it's comfortable. Push into the floor, come back. Switch the interlace of your fingers. Reach over to the left, hips to the right. Coming back up, release. And then roll your shoulders a little bit. Do a few figure eights with your hips, both directions. Shake it out. And you can either add that to part of another practice, or you can have a little shavasana, relaxation now. It's up to you, your body, and your time, I guess, too. Have a great day.